Hello everyone, I'm working on my 2003 Toyota 4Runner, and I want to mount my PetroSavers engine oil refiner on my car. And I've had this on I've had this on I think like 3 different cars already. So if I don't keep a car and I want to sell it to get something different, I'll just take this filter off and I put it on the next car I get. So right now I have a 2003 Toyota 4Runner, and this PetroSavers engine oil refiner keeps the oil clean. Here's the company here. It says, "Keep the oil, change your world." So I like that. It's really awesome. So I'm just looking for a location to put this engine oil refiner, and I think I found a good spot to put it, a good place. It's a little dark right now, but I thought, well, I could wait till it's light out to make this video, but then I have so many other things I have to do when it's light out, so I thought when I have time to make a video, whether it's light or dark, I'm gonna make a video. So what I'm looking at here is, this is a 2003 Toyota 4Runner V6. I hope you can see the engine. I'm just using my headlamp that I have. Turn up the brightness a little bit. And I'm really happy with this car. It runs very good. It has a lot of miles on it. It has 178,000 miles, but it runs like new still. And the previous owner took good care of it, changing the oil all the time. They changed the oil at regular intervals, which made the engine last a really long time. I mean, it runs so good. Even when you start it when it's cold, it's just totally smooth. No rattling or strange sounds or anything. We chose to get the V6 instead of the V8 because I like that there's more room here. Like if I ever want to change the headers, let's say I want to put like headers on it, or I want to just work in this area, I can get my hand in there. I like that. I like having some space to work in. The V8 engine came out further, but also it's not just the space. I prefer a timing chain if I have a choice on an engine. If an engine came with a timing chain versus a timing belt, I prefer the chain, because if you keep your oil clean and changed, the timing chains can last the life of the car. So this timing chain has never been changed. The car has 178,000 miles on it, and I feel that by putting the PetroSavers engine oil refiner on it, and which will keep the oil clean all the time, compared to if let's say you change your oil every 5,000 miles, the oil just gets more and more dirty, more particles, and it just gets less able to lubricate as well as it was when it was brand new. And then you change your oil, versus having, like, for example, the PetroSavers engine oil refiner that just keeps it clean all the time. It actually filters all the oil in the engine approximately every 10 minutes. I think it's like 8.5 minutes or so. 7 to 8.5 minutes, but it's approximately every 10 minutes. It's like getting a brand new oil change. So I like that. What I'm looking at doing is mounting the PetroSavers engine oil refiner. I think they call it PetroSavers because it actually does save you fuel. I think I'm gonna mount it here, right here. I'll actually show you how that will. Here's the bracket for the, so this will go up against the car, and it's adjustable. It can be adjusted right here. So this will go around the oil filter, and then on the other side, this will clamp to that piece. I just got a new battery. The old one died after 5 years. I actually got the same exact battery. It's from Walmart. It was less than $100. So that's a good. I thought if the other one lasts 5 years, That's pretty good. So this, I'm thinking I'm gonna mount this here. Yeah. I might put some spacers between this part and the car to help bring this, maybe to bring this out a little bit so that the top is not hitting this. So put that spacer in there. It looks like it should fit. If I have to, I can always relocate the power steering fluid reservoir. There's some bolts here, and if I relocate this, that would give me more space here, but that may not be needed. I'll look at that. Let's do some measurements. Oh, I also got a new creeper for working underneath the car. I think that's what they call these. I had the Craftsman creeper for a long time. This is a Traxian, and I think it's like called a 1-100. The reason I got this one is it looks like it'll be more comfortable for when I'm working underneath the car. It has more padding, and it also has the there's a lower back support here, lumbar support, and it also goes up here a little bit. I bought it on Amazon. I think it was like $86 approximately, and it had like 162 reviews, and I think it was 4.5 stars, so it got really good ratings. People they seem to like the wheels. The wheels being large allows it to roll very easily. So I'll have to see how that is. Let's get our tape measure. We also did some work on the suspension on this car. We took off the X-Freeze system. If you look up on the internet about the suspension on the Sport, I think the Sports all came with something called XREAS, and it's like a hydraulic suspension system. We took that out and put in the Bilstein 5100 shocks, and we're very happy with it. So let's take some measurements here. I'm just seeing if I can mount the camera. Sorry for the shaky camera work here. Trying to mount the camera where you can see what I'm seeing. I'll try to improve the camera work as the videos progress, or as I make more videos, and I think of new ways to hold the camera while I'm filming, while I'm working. So it looks like we have approximately, up to this point here, we have about 7 inches there from here to this power steering reservoir. But if I go to this part of the car, it's like I have 5.5 about. If I go to the higher, this part that sticks out, because this is where it's going to start to hold the PetroSavers engine oil refiner. And the main purpose of this video, not just to introduce you to the 2003 Toyota 4Runner, is to also introduce the idea of keeping engine oil clean at all times. And when I originally searched for the PetroSavers engine oil refiner, I spent a couple years researching. First, 1 year looking for such a product, because it actually wasn't that easy to locate something. A lot of people were just saying that you can't actually keep oil. A lot of people were saying, you can't keep oil. Has to be, it has to be changed. Some people say that on the internet, like you just have to change the oil. And then other people say you never have to change it, but you also don't have to do any special filtering of it, which from what I understand, doesn't seem to be the case. Because if there's acids building up in the oil, and the oil's breaking down because of the presence of the acid with coming from heat, moisture, and unburnt fuel mixing together. It seems like something has to help the oil to remove those things that break the oil, that allow the oil to be broken down. So it looks like we're at about, height-wise, I can go up to about 12 inches or so. This is about 12 inches right here. Let's see, here's my brace. Yeah. So let's see what the... Looks like it should go in there. Let me try bringing over the filter itself and see how it fits in there. Let's see how that does. So the second year, the first year after locating the PetroSavers engine oil refiner, I spent the second year studying it and understanding it, and at that point I decided to buy it because I was excited about running that system in a car, in any car that I drive. Okay, sorry it got dark. I have the light on my my headlamp on, which is connected. It wraps around my head, and when I walk away, therefore it's going to get dark. So apologies for the darkness. We have light again. I'll need to get some longer hosing, and the hose needs to be special high pressure hose. I'll make sure I get the really good hosing for this. So it looks like this can just get placed here, in this location here. It does look like it'll fit. Yeah, this looks good. It's in a good place. I'm just thinking too that when I want to be able to get to this hose here to change it after, you know, so many years, I'll want to change these hoses. It's just good to do that. I'll need to find out what the interval is for changing the hoses. So far I haven't changed these hoses. I haven't needed to change these. These hoses have remained in really very good condition since I bought the PetroSavers engine oil refiner several years ago. And but it looks like this could be a good place for this. Let's look underneath the car and see where I will run the bolts to go to that. Oh, the previous owner they changed the rims on this car. They put the FJ Cruiser rims on it. So, and I like how they look. They look good on there, so I'll keep those. So it looks like to get back there, back behind this, to get behind this area, to put a bolt and a nut through to connect the brace, the mount for the oil filter, engine oil refiner. I'll need to, looks like I'll need to move, it looks like I have to take this off, this cover. So let's see how that's done. I know there's a special tool for that, but I'll just see what I can do. I don't want to leave the camera in darkness when I'm not in the area here. I'm trying to think how I can do this. I don't know how sensitive the this is to light. Let me try turning my headlight off and see if it still has any light here. Okay, it's kind of dark. I need to go in and get some tools. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm just going to get some tools. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just got some screwdriver set here. I'm not sure I'll be able to get the these parts off the wheel area. There's a name for that. I just forgot what it is. I'll try this one. We'll bring all these with us. Actually, leave this here and see what we can do over here. Let's see if we can get these off. This area here. Sorry for the shaky camera. I'm just trying to get this to work here. I'm trying to get this one off here. Let's see if this will go. Well, it looks like I might be able to push through from the top. Let's try that. I'm going to move this out of the way. And it looks like if I push on this one here, it might let it go through. Might push it back through. Let's see. Might be able to reuse it even. So I'm pushing these in. Oh, there's one on this side. I see. Opposite sides. Okay, there it is. Yeah, it dropped. It dropped. We got it out. Okay, I got it out without breaking it, which is good. Okay, so I took that off. There's another one over here. So this is, I'm moving these, I'm taking these off so I can get to the other side, so I can put a nut on the other side of the bolt that I'm going to use to mount the PetroSavers engine oil refiner. Let's see here. I'm using my phone to stream this. So it's like I have the phone mounted on a selfie stick. And I have the selfie stick taped to my tripod. It's a $5 tripod, aluminum tripod that I bought, used, and it's now being used for this. Okay, let's see, this is the one I'm trying to get here. So I push this side, I don't know if you can see that. I'm basically collapsing, this side and the opposite side. I'm pushing those in, I push them in, and then it lets this, it pops this out without breaking it. That's what it's doing. There may be a special tool for this, but I'm just using a screwdriver and just being very careful to not scratch or break anything. Trying not to. Just gotta push this side in now. There it is. Okay. Got it. There it is. That's it. So what you see me doing is just pushing in this side here, and then the other side too. And I just do one side at a time. And that's letting me get the wheel well. I think that's what it's called, the wheel well. I couldn't think of the word earlier. And I'm hoping that's going to give me access to the area that I need to get to. Let's see how it looks now. So that's now down. These are also holding it. There's another one. There's a lot of these. Here's one over here. Let's see. I'm still learning how to work on this car because I haven't had it very long. So I'm becoming familiar with where everything is. And I actually was thinking of going to a mechanic and maybe just paying him to tell me what all these parts are on the engine. Like, you know, and what they do. Like this part here is some kind of sensor. And sometimes they call them MAF, mass airflow sensors, or MAP, which I'm not sure what that stands for, or what the difference is. But I was thinking of just going to a mechanic and saying, what's this? What does it do? What's this? What does it do? And just learn what the things are on the car, so it'll help me with future experiments that we want to do with this car. Because we have other things we want to do too to the engine, and just experiments we want to do with it. If you see our channel, then you'll see that we like to do a lot of different experiments. Okay, so I just saw, I'm trying to see where this, I saw one down here somewhere. Well, let me just, I think I'll start with some of the ones that I know I can get off, that are easier to get to here. This one here. I think I'm looking for this one. Looks like there should be one down here somewhere. Let's see what this one is. Looks like there's one back there. Yeah, so we're planning to put the PetroSavers engine oil refiner right here, for those of you just joining us. It looks like it'll fit in there. I just need to get everything in place to mount it. It's like a good place for it though. Just right in there. Looks like a good location. This is the V6 engine, 4.0 liter, 2003 Toyota 4Runner. Runs incredibly well for the miles it has. It runs like it's new. Very surprised. Oh, I see I actually see what I'm looking for right now. I was looking for this. I'll show you right now what I was looking for. Looking for this one right here. This one. So I'm going to push that through right now so that we can. There it goes. Here it is. Okay. Let's see if I could just see any more while I'm here. If I see any more of those. Some of these might break. Oh, it looks like I might see one right now. I don't know if I could show it to you. I'm gonna point to it with the screwdriver here. I think this might be one. Right there. Right there. That might be one. Okay, I'm just going to try to get this out real quick. Oh, I see. Maybe I need to get a camera that mounts like my light does, so I can just wear the camera while I'm working on things, so that you could see what I'm doing better, and that way the light would always be on. I'll look into that. Okay, let's go back around to, okay, so that's our PetroSavers engine oil refiner. I'll go ahead and show you where I'm planning on connecting this. I can show you that. So let's go ahead and do that. So what I'm thinking about doing is, I'm planning to mount this in here with the brackets that came with the PetroSavers engine oil refiner. It came with these. And keep the oil, change your world. I like that. So that will mount here, and where I'm planning to send these hoses here, is I really like this oil filters on top. It's nice, makes it easy to change. But after putting the PetroSavers engine oil refiner in, the way it works is, I think after you've installed that, you only change this once after 10,000 miles of driving with the PetroSavers engine oil refiner, and then you never change it again, ever. And that's just how it works. The one in here, though, you do change. You change this one. You can either change it every 20,000 miles, or you can have an oil analysis done after 20,000 miles and check and see how your oil's doing. If it's still filtering well and it shows everything that's in your oil and that's not in your oil, you may be able to still use the same oil without changing the filter. I think these filters in here are, I haven't checked on the pricing lately, but last time I checked was they were around $70 for the HD10. So they could be more than that, they could be less, I don't know. You'll have to check on that. And the PetroSavers engine oil refiner, the last time I checked, I think they were around $600, but that price changes. So it could be higher, it could be less. You'll have to ask, because a lot of people say, oh, how much is the PetroSavers engine oil refiner? So it's around $600. It could be more, it could be less. So when I bought it, it was over 600, but then it came down after I bought it. It came down in price. So not right away, like a year later it came down. So the hose that I'm going to the way this connects is this car, which I really like this. It's going to be very easy to work on. This looks like it's my oil pressure sensor here. Okay, this is my oil pressure sensor. That's what I think this is. It looks like it is to me. Yeah, and it has one wire, which the oil pressure sensor does have one wire. So I just unplugged it. I just squeezed the back here. There's a, like, you just squeeze, you push that in and then pull it out. This part here, what I'll do is I'll take this out and then I'll connect, and this is the way it was connected to my other car. Here's the part right here. This is because I had this on my other car. That sensor will go, so this will plug into a fitting that I'll put in there. I'll put in place of that sensor. I'll put a fitting in place of the sensor. Okay, so that sensor right there, I'll take that out. I'll put a fitting in there that this will connect to. Okay, and I'll connect this to the fitting, and then my oil pressure sensor will go. It'll go into this right here, and then I'll plug the wire into that, and then the oil flows through here and it goes in. This is the inlet, and then it comes out on the bottom. Okay, on the bottom is the outlet. So it comes out on the bottom, and then this line right here, this line will connect to, and I'll show you right now, show you where it'll connect to. It'll connect, whoops. It'll connect, I'm going to put it somewhere in the valve cover. I might put it in this, right here. That's how I had it connected on my Toyota Echo. I actually had a couple different Toyota Echos, so this one, what I'll do is if I end up putting it in this part, what I like about the idea of putting it in this part is this part looks like it's changeable. See, it unscrews here. So it's not like I'm drilling a hole in the valve cover, which is okay too. I mean, I'm fine with drilling a hole in the valve cover, but what I'll do is I'll stick a rag or something in there, and then I'll drill the hole above the rag, so I'll probably drill the hole here, and then that'll catch like any little metal chips that come from this. I don't want that going in the engine, although it would just filter it. And then I'll pull that out, and then I'll put the fitting in here, and this is where the return will go. And the oil only pushes through this line, the return line, at approximately 2 psi. It's a very low pressure. But at that low pressure, you're filtering all the oil in the engine. This has 4.7 quarts in it. One time every 10 minutes, or less than 10 minutes, between 7 and 10 minutes. It filters all the oil once. So that's where that'll go. And so let me go ahead and continue taking this part off the car. So I'm still getting familiar with this car, learning about the car still. It does look like it does look like from just looking at these that if I just pop them out, it looks like it breaks them. But if I can get behind it and squeeze it, it'll just push through and I can reuse them. So if I can't get behind it because there's just no way to get behind it, then I can just pop them out and then just buy new ones. They add up though. Sometimes they're like $3 or $4 each, and if you need like 10 of them, it can add up kind of quick. So if I can just reuse them, I try to do that. But let's see what else I can see here. It does look like this also connects to this. It does look like these will have to come out. So let me just set the camera down. And see if I can get these out. I use 2 screwdrivers on these, one on each side. I want to try not to break it if I can. Although it might break. It might just break or strip out. I think there's a tool for this too, and I really need to get that tool. This is really, really tight. Now I'm using needle nose, and I'll also use a screwdriver here. It's always good to have the right tool, so I really need to get the right tool for this. Yeah, this does not want to come out. It probably this may not have ever been out since this car was new. So it's really resisting coming out. Yeah, that broke. So that when that happens, let's see if I can pull it out still. I'll have to just go buy the new one. The dealership has these. I might be able to order them on the internet too. Okay, I'll just leave that for now. Looks like that connects to here, so I'll go ahead and get this. I'll work on this one. I'm going to work on getting this bolt out here. I'll take you guys with me so you can, oops, sorry about that. Oh, I thought I had my tools out here. I gotta get my tools. Okay, let me bring my tools out. Yeah, there's a couple of muddy ones, like 2 more of those. No, it's literally it's like this Here's a tool for it, but we don't have it. We have to do it. Let me just go ahead and with the right tool. Okay, everyone, I'm back. This is the toolbox I just recently got. I'm going to show you because it's quite handy actually. This is a Sears Tools. It's the 230 piece. And there was a sale on it at Sears. It was, I think it was half price. I think they said it was usually $199 or $200, and I think the price I got it for was $99 or $100. So it's good. My old toolbox didn't have these like hinges, and it was just like plastic that went straight across. So it breaks over time, and then it doesn't want to stay closed. But this one also has a lot more tools in it, which is very helpful. So I'm going to try here's the tools. You can see the tools here. Let's open this one. It's going to be kind of noisy opening this piece. Yeah, okay. There's some more tools in there. I tried taking this part off, and then when I closed it, these all fell. So you actually have to keep that in. I thought that was optional. I didn't know you had to keep it in. That's fine though. It's just a little noisy when it pops into place, but it stays in there well. So my old toolbox was a Husky, and the tools were good. It was just the toolbox I had trouble with. It was the toolbox itself was starting to fall apart. So let's use the, I think it's a 10 millimeter. So let's try that. Let's also bring this in case I can use this. And I'll put the swivel on it so that I can use that if I need to. Okay. Okay, let's see what we can do here. This is kind of the process I go through myself when I'm putting this filter on a different car that I own when I change cars. And I thought this time I would try sharing the experience with everyone, because you know, that way if you're curious about learning about how to put one in yourself, or just better understanding how your mechanic would put one in. This is also a way to do that. Help you understand your mechanic better, maybe, if you're having a mechanic put this in. So it looks like this. Yeah, this is a really big. Wow, this has got a lot of parts to it. Oh boy. Okay, get that screw out. Let me go ahead and try to pop this one out over here. Oh wow, I just learned something. Can't wait to share this with you. Okay, this is a very good design. I really like good design when something's designed well. I didn't know this till this very moment, and this is really exciting. I just figured out right this moment, and you witnessed it, that I thought I had to get behind this. I thought this is a 2003 Toyota 4Runner. It's a 4th generation 4Runner. I thought I had to get on this side. Okay, I thought I had to come from this side and push this in and push this in to get this to come out. I just now learned, quite by accident actually, that if I go in from behind here, that I can still access this area and I can still push that in, which is what I just did. So I don't have to break these, and I prefer not breaking parts. Some parts they just break, this is what they do. But this design allows us to reuse these, which is very good. And it's also, in my experience, it's very rare for a car to have that. I'm just going to move the filter so I can get to the other things here. So I got all these. Let's keep these together right here. Okay. So there's a lot of area in this front area too. I was noticing that if I wanted to, I might be able to put the oil filter up here. But I like this location over here. I like this spot. And I think I'll run the hoses through I might run them through here. See this very big opening? It's all open right there. So I might be able to come through here, and then come through here. And then look at this, it's all open. I can go back in there. And I can even, this hole is so big, I can also share this area with this line here, which I think is an air conditioning line. I can run it through there and then come back over here to this, to there, and then to here. For now, I'm going to plug that back in. I just unplugged that to show you guys earlier. Oil pressure sensor. If I leave that unplugged, the car will think I don't have any oil pressure. And then it'll make the light come on, because it'll warn me. Because it wants me to be safe. Okay, which is good. Sensors are good. They work well. Okay, let's see what we can do in here now. Now that I know this, I'm excited about... Oh, let me find my knee pad. I brought a knee pad out here for me to put my knee on. This foam, this is for my knees. Yeah. This is for my knees right here. Okay, put my knee right there. I might just get some knee pads that I wear on my knees. It might be easier to do that, so I'm thinking about that too. Okay, let's see if we see any more. Oh wow, I might have to take this thing off. It looks like this is... Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take that off. Let's take that off. Looks like it might be... That might need to come off, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. Let's take off... The headlamp that I have that I'm wearing right now, it kills the batteries really fast. And it takes 3 AA batteries. And I need one that lasts much longer than that. So I'm looking at getting one that actually has a larger battery, yeah, lasts longer, which would be a larger battery. It's an LED, the headlamp I'm using. I'm just noticing that the brightness is getting lower, even though I'm it's right now it's almost on full brightness and it's not very bright. So here's one more in there. So the reason we're taking this off, for those of you that are just joining us right now, is we're taking this off so that we can access the the back side of the fender, so that I can put a nut on the mounting bracket for the PetroSavers engine oil refiner. Okay, let's see, that's almost ready to come off. These two have to come out. These are the ones that like to break, and I do need to get the proper tool for these. Even though I realize even with the right tool it may still break. But let's see if these will... Oh, these look like the ones that sometimes don't break. That'd be nice if they didn't break. Let's see, let me get 2 screwdrivers here, one on each side. Oh gosh. I don't know if this has ever been taken off. It just doesn't feel like these have ever been taken off before. Yeah, these are gonna, they feel like they're gonna definitely break. let me leave that for now. I'm not even 100% sure that it has to come off. Let's see. Well, it looks like it is held by that stuff too. I can't tell really, it's hard to tell. Oh, it's coming out. Whoa. That is amazing. I just kept gently pulling on it and it just slid out. That's pretty amazing. Wow. Okay, so not forcing it, it came out on its own. There it is. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. That's it. Okay, so we got one. Okay, so the needle is pulling up. Okay. We're good again. Back to work. Oh, cats came to say hi. Hey, Charmer. Okay, that was the cat. Hi. Hi, how are you? Good. Okay, let's see here. Okay, gently pulling it out. Good, that one came out as well. Okay, let's show you guys this one. So we've already found, I think the title of the video was locating or finding a location for the oil filter. We did that. And now this is kind of installing, so I might start a new stream that's more of the installation process. I might start a new stream with a new title. Right now I'm just trying to get, because I'm still, I'm pretty sure we found a location. I want to see how it looks on the other side. So I'm still open to there being a new location. So I guess while I'm doing this, we're kind of exploring. We're exploring what our choices, our options are. So maybe I'll keep rolling on this stream for now. Just trying to get this fender well out so that I can see how it looks if I can mount the PetroSavers engine oil refiner. This may break. The last one broke. Let me find my other tool. Oh, I set it on top of the tire. Needle nose pliers. That's what I used on the other one. So this is what we're trying to get out right now. The last one broke. It was really loud when it broke. Okay, let's see. Oh, it came out. Okay. That came out. Didn't break, but it's We may just replace it anyway with a new one. Okay, let me take all these screws I have and everything. Let's see how this is looking now at this point. Oh, one more. It's holding it. There's a screw underneath here. See if you can see that one. Yeah, that one right there. That one right there. That one is holding this on. That's the last part that's holding it, so I'm going to go ahead and take that out. See if I can. A tool in there. Looks like I might have to use a wrench. Yeah, let me get a wrench. Let's get a wrench. Okay, so we're saving all these parts here. Keep these all together. I think I'll put them in this bag. These are parts for the PetroSavers. Yeah, they look very different than these, so I don't think I'll get confused by that. Keep those in there. Let's see, I saw some wrenches in here. Okay, it doesn't have a 10mm, but I have a 10mm in my other set. Oh wait, does it have a 10? No, it's an 11. It's an 11, okay. Okay, I'll be right back. Just getting tools. Okay, I'm back, everyone. I also had to use the restroom. Excuse me for that. I do have the tools here. I have the wrenches here. So we're looking for a 10mm. Let's see what we have. I know we have a 10 here. It's right. Oh, what's this? 9. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, it looks like I didn't put the 10 back. 7, 8, 9, and then it goes to 11, and then 12. Okay, so I have to look for the 10. Wow. I must have been using it a lot, and then I didn't put it back. Okay, I have to find that. 10 millimeter. Okay. I need to make sure I put the tools back so it's easy to find them. It's important. Okay. So we're gonna see if we can get this out. I'm lowering the tripod so that you can see what I'm doing here. Let's see here. Okay, I got it off. This is the part here. This is it. Put this away. Oops. Let me just see if this one's different than the other ones that I have. Let's see if it's different. No, it looks like it's... Oh, it is different. It's sharper. This one's sharper and this is flat. Let's see if they're all like that. Oh no, they're mixed. Okay, some are sharp and some are flat. Okay, so I'll just have to remember. That the sharp one goes in the. Oh no. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, there's a sharp one. Yeah, so some are sharp and some are flat. So this is a sharp tip one. Sharp tip. And then this is a flatter, more flat. So okay, I'll have to go ahead and put that in there. Just want to make sure I'm not mixing different kind of bolts in there. Okay, let's go back. Okay, let's see what we have now. Okay, this piece is still, wow, this is still very tight. See, I've never taken one of these off of a car, so I don't know. I might have to watch a YouTube video on how to do that. This one had broke. That means this one's probably gonna break. It's okay. All right, let's go ahead and do it. Let's see what we can do here. I'll raise the tripod up so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Kind of documenting my journey to 0 oil changes. This is how we achieve no more oil changes, I guess. This is putting one of these filters on. Are you leaving? Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, here, I'll move the camera.
Okay.
Okay. Sure, okay. Okay, I'm back. Let's see if we have the, this is the one. Okay. Just taking this one off now. The last one on this did not want to come off without breaking, so this may break. And I know they make a tool for this, I've seen it. I just have to get one of them. I'll have to order one of those. But until then, I'm just using my needle nose tool here. This may break and it's loud, so cover your ears. Oh, I was gonna say, if you need help loading the dirt, if you're gonna get rid of that, let me know.
Okay, all right.
I can help you shovel it.
Okay, thank you.
Just knock on the door.
All right.
Okay,
You.
sure.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, excuse me, everyone. Just talking to my neighbor. Okay. Oh gosh, it's really, really tight there. Yeah, this is not releasing. It's like really, really stuck, really bad. So I'm trying not to damage this plastic. I don't want to damage that. There it goes, it broke. I'm wondering if I should just cut them, so I'm not like pushing so hard on all this, because it looks like they're gonna break. Those ones are gonna break. I don't know if there's any of those left though. That might have been it for that kind, for that type of one. So this is the part I just took off. Let's see what we have here. Let's look underneath the car. Okay. That's the new shocks. That's the new shocks we just put on. Those are Bilstein 5100s. They work very well. Okay, let's see. Okay, I see. Let's see what we have here. So it looks like this is part of the this wheel well comes down. I'm trying to get the light to kind of blocking the light with the camera. So this whole piece we want to come off, this whole piece here. So that means we're going to take this screw out, this screw, that screw, and this screw. We're going to take those three out as well. So let me go ahead and get the tool for that. Seeing if I can get the camera to show this. Oops. Okay. Okay, so we're just taking out the three. I'm not sure if these are the last three that hold this on, but we'll find out right now. I'm going to use this tool here. Use this tool here. just trying to push this. Trying to push this through. Oops. See another one of these. Okay, we got it. There it is. Got it out. Okay, that one didn't break. Oops, I keep doing that every single time I walk by here. Just gonna put all these in here. I see another one. Let's bring the camera up. Okay, the next one we are going to take out is this one here. So on that one, I think I'll go underneath the car. We got it, and it didn't break. So when I go behind it, I'm trying to push on this part, and that pushes that in and lets it release. Right there. Push that in, and then it lets it slide out. Okay. So I'll put this with our collection of parts that we need to save. And let's see where we are with this coming out. I don't know if it's getting loose or... Let's see if it's close. Is it close? Okay, it looks like it's coming out slowly, which is good. Let me just keep moving it around. Trying to push that broken part through. Oh, you know what? It looks like the video froze up here. Okay, I don't know if you guys are seeing a steady stream of video right now, but what I'm seeing is a frozen image of me working on the car. So I think I'll stop this stream and I'll start a new one of just continuing to work on installing the PetroSavers engine oil refiner. Thank you for watching the video and have a great day. Bye.